Welcome back to another video, people. So today is a vlog. It's Sunday. I'm sat outside, motivated, fitness, ready to go in and hit a full body session because I've recently switched to a full body split this week actually, which I will explain once I'm in the gym. But yeah, it's been a good weekend so far. Just want to bring you through what I get up to typically on a Sunday. Weather has been nice the last couple of days, which is a bonus. World Cup has started, and yeah, I just had a can of Monster, banging tunes on the way to the gym, so it's impossible not to be in a good mood. So yeah, let's bring you through it. Right, so first up we've got RDLs. I did 120 by 6 last time. I haven't actually done RDLs properly in about 6 months before that, so we're just getting back into them. Right, I don't know how those last 2 reps looked, but it's progress. So I'm pretty limited on what I can do for chest. Any sort of pushing really is an issue due to my shoulder, which is annoying, but it's an issue I'm trying to currently resolve. I actually went to neuromuscular therapy on Thursday with the guy in Middleton. It was very good, but like, I don't know if physio is going to be what really cures my shoulder at this point. It's been on and off for 6-7 years, and it started with my left shoulder for the best part of those 6 years, and now it's on my right shoulder. So it's a weird one. I think it is just long-term chronic tendonitis, but yeah, I've ordered some BPC 157, which has actually arrived. So that will be my first experience trying that properly, and looking forward to it because apparently it is really good for recovery and injuries, as long as I'm doing the right things with it, which I am at the moment. So just want to see if that makes any difference. And yeah, I think it's about time I try something like that because I've not had much luck these past few years. So yeah, the only thing on the agenda for chest today is an incline chest fly with the cable, because any sort of pressing is quite painful. Even this is quite painful. I can only do 30 kilos each side here, whereas I would have normally done more, but I just have to find that threshold with what my shoulder can manage in terms of pain, unfortunately. Right, so onto some upper back pull down here with the machine. But yeah, the reason I'm doing full body, right, is because it allows me to get the frequency of my muscles being hit on a weekly basis without overdoing the volume in terms of specific muscle groups. Because if I'm to do a full upper session or a full push session, it's a little bit too taxing on my shoulder. And yes, full body sessions are more taxing maybe on your CNS, overall fatigue, but it's allowing certain muscles like my shoulder, and I have a couple other things going on, to recover that little bit better. And as I said, still have that frequency. So there's a lot of exercises I can't do at the moment, but full body allows me to program the way I want to program and have the amount of volume that I can recover from. And you know, I'm playing soccer every week. I just started playing paddle again, which I should be doing twice a week at least once. So I have a pretty good routine going at the moment. It's just the shoulder really. As I said, a couple other things going on, but that's the real inhibitor in terms of my weight training, which is frustrating. But as I said, I'll be starting those peptides. So yeah, we will see if that makes a difference. But I'm maintaining about 84 kilos at the moment because that's allowing me to keep some good body composition, stay light for my cardio sessions, and quick in terms of soccer, paddle, etc. So, you know, gaining weight doesn't really make sense right now when I can't train as effectively as I want to and put on the muscle that I want to. Right, still a good bit to go, but I'm going to skip to the car because I need to be relatively quick. I'm meeting my brother for a coffee in less than an hour, so yeah, catch you then. Right, that was actually a decent session despite the old shoulder discomfort, but it is what it is. On the way home now, going to get myself ready, stretch a little bit. See you there. So a few stretches post-session, which is literally something I cannot neglect these days with the niggles that I am experiencing. So I sound like an old man, I'm not. Still in my prime.
You do stretching every morning, Thomas?
After my sessions, not every morning. Check out the tan, by the way, lads. Not too bad from one day of tanning yesterday. Yeah, now. So myself and Leo are actually going to cycle to the farmers market in Blackrock, get a coffee, maybe a little bit of food. We'll see. I'm not that hungry at the minute, but yeah, see you there. So we're back now. That was actually quite nice. It's good to switch it up from the Marina Market, which is pretty much where I go every single time I go for food in Cork or a coffee, whatever it may be. So yeah, just out here in the sun at the moment. Be away for the rest of the day. We've got some family coming over in about an hour or two because it was my sister's birthday the other day, so that'll be nice and wholesome. Got some work to do as well, onboarding a new client, which is always great. The main goal for the rest of this year is grow the team. Like, I have a great group of lads on board at the moment, which I'm really grateful for, but that is the absolute main priority for the rest of the year. So I've got that to do, a couple of check-ins as usual on a Sunday, and I'm actually meeting Malcolm later, one of my good buddies, and so that'll be good. Yeah, also here's one for you. I was power hosing all day yesterday in the yard. My left slider is still here, as you can see, took a bit of damage. My right slider is nowhere to be seen, and trust me, I have looked everywhere. It is a mystery. Okay, that's enough, son. It's time to make myself some lunch, get myself showered, do some work, and then the family should be arriving. So here's what's on the menu for lunch: 5 scrambled eggs, 1 chicken breast, mainly protein focused, keeping some room for some carbs later. Right, time to do a little bit of work. Just recorded a video there as well a second ago, so a few things to edit today, including this YouTube video. By the way, darts board here. Haven't used that in a hot minute. By the way, the lunch that you saw me have there, yes, it's very simple, but it's also quite effective, because those are the kind of foods that help me stay this weight, because 84 kilos, for me, to be honest, is quite light. It's the lightest I've been in a good while. And, you know, I do feel the hunger at times, but, you know, those kind of foods just make it that bit easier. And that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to consume foods that I enjoy around that, you know. As I said, I'm kind of making some room for some carbs later, because I don't know what the cake is actually, but there is a birthday cake from my sister. I think it's chocolate. So, of course, going to have a slice of that. It's just having a little bit of a plan for these things, you know, to the point where you are still able to enjoy it, etc. When you go on holidays, that's a different story. But yeah, right now I'm still enjoying many foods every single day, but the food quality around that is high, and it's making the deficit pretty easy to stick to. And I'll probably get down to 83 kilos. I don't feel like I need to go down any further than that anyway. And then at the end of this summer onwards, the plan is to embark on a lengthy gaining phase, which I'm very much looking forward to, as long as a couple of these niggles that I am experiencing can subside, because my level of leanness, body composition, etc. will be in a very good spot to begin a gaining phase. And by the way, if you want to upgrade your own physique, you can apply your interest through the link in the description below. Also, I know I mentioned peptides earlier. It is literally just a recovery peptide, essentially BPC 157. It's not like I'm taking steroids or growth hormone, you know, anything like that. It is, think of it this way, right? I've experienced injuries on and off for 6 or 7 years, and I'm at the point now where I just want to experiment with something like that, because I know people who have tried it, and look, it seems very effective. So why not at least try it? Because I'm doing everything else right. You know, my sleep, my nutrition, my training. I just need to keep on top of my mobility, etc. And, you know, combining that with this, I hope to see some results, not straight away, but within a month or two. And if it's extremely good, then I will continue. But it's probably something I will document on here instead of any of the other platforms. YouTube is probably where I'll make a little series on this. We'll see. But yeah, starting that in a few days. All going well. Right, so fast forward to almost 7 p.m. I've just driven into town. I'm parked up, going to meet Mal there now, who actually suggested going to Son of a Bun, which is one of the best rated burgers in Cork, if not the best. So I actually didn't have any birthday cake. Gonna indulge in a burger for sure. I know a lot of people, including myself, bang on about leaving Ireland quite a bit. But I'm telling you one thing, Cork, or just Ireland in general, if the weather was a bit more like this more often, there wouldn't be many other places better to live. We're at Son of a Bun, got myself a stack. What you get, kid? What are they, boy? Vinegar fries. They look interesting, boy. Fish fingers, is it? So yeah, I'm gonna polish this. So I'm back home now, just dropped Mal off, and yeah, still some work to do this evening. Edit this YouTube video. By the way, this is literally today. So hopefully I can get this out before too late. But yeah, pretty wholesome day put down. I really appreciate you tuning in, and yeah, I enjoy making these vlogs. I kind of like a little bit of a mix between educational and lifestyle content. So as always, thank you. If you are new here, liking and subscribing does help me out a lot. But if not, no problem. Hopefully see you in the next one. God bless.